Good morning, Philippines. Well, it's week 36 of our construction rebuild, and we started to get some of the finishings coming in. Windows, some of the lighting, some of the ceilings are completed now. So let's go take a look, shall we? And maybe discuss more about construction in the Philippines and what to look out for. Week 36 involved a lot of running around on my part, getting quotations for some of the finishing work. We have got the tiles for the second floor delivered, and we're going to finish that off. But walking through the main entry, you'll see we've finished or started to finish off the entranceway. That light will go in there, and then we'll crawl through the scaffolding into the inner core. And again, we're finishing off working on the second floor, so not much has been happening here. We painted some of the walls and got ready to put the air conditioner there over the window and put some rust removing paint on some of the steel in the finishings. And we got the stove hood range fan there that's down below, so that'll be installed. So you get the stove and the range hood fan. And then I went and got a quotation for cupboards to go along this wall. We filled in the old little window we thought we were going to put in there. We didn't. Got some tile for the bathroom upstairs. And things are piling up. Time to put them into play. So let's head on upstairs and take a look and see what the guys did. The finishing on the stairwell will be done by others. We've got the base floor. Now we'll just put the last piece in and getting ready for the tiles. The doors have been installed and the latches coming into the bedroom. We got some of the windows installed. We can't yet install the sliding glass doors until we get all the tiles put in, but this is the basic mahogany doors that we've got. We'll open up in here and we've got the lighting set up for over the mirror on the wall, and we're going to start with waterproofing the floor here. That's why it's a little darker. It just got applied. It's very important that you don't get the water traveling from one area to another, and make sure the concrete has time to cure. We got our glass shower door delivered, and wait for the sales. We got 20% off on that, and we got a lamp, quite a nice chandelier that's going to go on the stairwell. You'll see that a little later on, but that'll be hanging in the stairwell. I guess visible through the window outside as well, and the skylight. And then over here we've got Mom's walk-in closet coming closer to its completion with the light installed and the roof, the ceiling, I mean. And we'll be putting in shelving in here later, right to the wall and the clothes rack. So coming back through the doorway here, we'll go over some of the details of what was put in. So the windows have been put in. There's a fixed window up above for light, and then a sliding window. This is the fan. It looks just like a light, but when you use the remote, it'll open up, and I'll show you next week. when I get the remote control with me. I haven't closed the floor completely in because we're working on the bathroom upstairs. But the glass, a friend of mine who's recently passed, Jules, um, he was criticized for using blue glass, but we must have the same taste because I love the blue glass. It's reflective. Blue glass will keep the heat out, and the mechanisms run very smoothly. Comes with a screen to protect you against the mosquitoes should you decide to open them at night, although there's air conditioning there. And this is the brown ceiling tiles we'll be using in the lower floor, and some of the moldings that we'll be using. So yeah, that's still open up top, and come through and take a look into the sister's room. So the upper windows are up on, and again you've got a fan here up above the light that opens up with the remote control. And again, here's the sliding mechanism, a simple clip to secure the window. And this is all up on the second floor anyway, covered by the balcony. Here's the mess of a stainless steel railing which has been cut open and parts are going to be replaced. So I don't really want to talk about that. That guy's never coming back here again. We'll have to find a new trade to do the work properly. But anyway, this is what the blue glass looks like on top of the white stucco or concrete finish. So the plastering's been done on most of the second floor now, and they're applying the primer coat, which will probably just keep white. Here's the hookup for the shower and the hot water connector. It'll be up above. Haven't got the fittings yet or the tiles, but we're waiting for the waterproofing to set. There's a switch for the overhead light and an outlet. And this is what the doors look like. And the door handles. Solid mahogany. And yeah. These doors were over height by about a foot, and I was paid extra for that. But when I came around for a second round of doors, he wanted 2,000 pesos more for a standard size door, so we weren't going to have that. There's the air conditioning hookup for Bella's room. Yeah, so we went out shopping and found doors at half the price that are going to be unfinished, but we'll bug proof them. So let's head up to the third floor, and they're starting to skim coat in the, what we call, I guess, the tower. This is a floor and a half, and there'll be a chandelier. That chandelier I showed you previous goes along there. So the guys just take a piece of PVC pipe and bend it to set up the curve, and they're off to the races. One of the things with trades is you got to understand their capabilities and what they can and can't do, and you only find that out by working with them over time. This wall is being finished on the outside now and ready for the air conditioning unit that'll be mounted on the top edge. And that's the upstairs bathroom. We've left one wall open deliberately so we can get the bathtub in. Hi guys, if I could just interject for a moment here and thank all the new subscribers who joined us and ask you to consider subscribing if you haven't in the past. It costs you nothing, and try it out, see what the topics I cover, if it's of interest to you. Yeah, hit that like button and the subscription button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. So there's the bathtub down that's going to be going inside, and you can see that we need to leave the wall open. And it's a little darker color. You can see the finish ready to go. And looking back into the opening. There'll be a door, big door here, and you can see they run nylon lines down, fish lines, to align their plastering. And we're picking out the tile for the third floor here right now. That should be coming in hopefully in the next week.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for
just
watching.
To give you an idea of what the costs were for the tile in the adhesive, I bought 100 bags of 26 kilos of adhesive for about 46,000 pesos. And the tile is 650 square feet of tile. It's 100 by 20 centimeters, and that was 49,000 pesos. So about 100,000 pesos to do the second floor, not including the patio. Here you get the view once this corner window's done of the setting sun. If you want to stay outside, there'll be a large deck around on the top floor here, so you can really enjoy the view. There'll be a sliding glass door here, of course. And yeah, that's where our tub goes. Now I've asked them to put the waterproofing up the wall a bit, just in case some water gets in behind the tile. I don't want it coming through on the wall, but there's the view you'll be getting from the bathroom at the mountains over the rooftops. And we initially were going to put some glass block in here, but that's off the table because the guys just don't know how to do it. And the ceiling here will be left open like this. It'll be parged and painted, but I like the beams left like that. Maybe we'll put a wood grain finish on them, finish the columns, make it like a claw onto the ceiling. Time for some creativity. May finish that wall, texture it with some kind of textured tile. But coming up the stairs, we realigned them. Went through that last week. You can follow up and see what fiasco that was, leading to the termination of that trade. We've covered the skylight for now so the rain don't come in as he's plastering the wall down below. You can see where they punched a hole. It wasn't completely unnecessary, but communication's always a hassle. You like to make sure that you have people who will communicate and feel comfortable to communicate with you openly. And just to point that out, because another blogger had expressed he's having difficulty in his construction, and I offered to help him out, but he says it isn't his first rodeo. He's going to handle it. Well, we'll leave him to his devices then. You know, for those of you who don't know, I have built in 4 different countries now. Canada, America, Thailand, and now in the Philippines. And do know a little bit about the varying construction techniques and code requirements and climatic variances and differences. Even in Canada alone, there's a big disparity between East Coast and West Coast construction. And I'm happy to provide any kind of feedback for any of you, including contract work. There's a lot of shenanigans going on in contracts here in the Philippines where people are taking the deposit of one job and using it to finance or try and finish the job at another site. Here you can see the supports that we got for the solar panels, which will be another stage, given that we've had a bit of a cost overrun here. But I think our budget was overly optimistic. Anyway, we're back downstairs again here. I'll take a look at some of the materials in a second here. That ceiling's ready for installation of a light. And those construction detail bars are going to be painted gold. And here's our tiles. This is the tile that'll be in the patio on the upper deck, and we've also got the flooring tiles which, well, that's the old laminate, but it looks similar. That'll be going through all the second floor rooms. So for about, what was it, 80 square meters, it's going to cost us around 100,000 pesos for the glue and the tiles combined. It can go a lot more, but and possibly less, but we're trying to find something mid-range. Well, it's very dark in here. You can't see too much, but the guy's been pounding away at punching the concrete out and painting. We're painting the walls here now to seal it in. And when we'll come around here in the barn, you can see exactly the amount of adhesive we've got. Picked up some conduit, orange conduit for the wiring. A lot of that going on right now. And I got a pricing for all the cabinets and the bars. Got a couple of quotes. Here's the adhesive, 100 bags and 20 bags of concrete to finish the walls off. But yeah, so there was some crossover between the quotes. This is the adhesive you use. It's good quality stuff. And here's the concrete that we used for your information, should you be building here. Yeah, the quotations do cross over, and they do ask for a heavy deposit, but we think we've got the cabinets all lined up, and it'll end up costing us about 1,000,000 pesos more. Here we've got a table the boys put together because it's Bella's birthday next week, so we don't want the guests all standing around eating their meal. So we don't have a lot of furniture right now, in that we're in the midst of construction. We're living in a small place, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. But in construction in the Philippines, each step of the way, you got to be prepared to realize that unless you know the guy who's doing the actual construction, you're really exposing yourself. To simply sign a contract with a contractor and think that he's going to complete it, he may very well walk, and you may never see him again. So don't expose yourself to these hazards. We did receive some good word that our only injured worker on the site so far, touch wood, is on the road to recovery, and we expect to have him back with us shortly. So until then, don't forget to, the thing. Do it. Thanks for watching.